start. I desire to congratulate the organizers and the workers of this institution on the success which they have achieved in various fields of activity. We in India need social service on a very large scale and in the widest sense of the term. There is no lack of problems, no lack of work, and what is really needed is a body of social workers who will devote themselves in a spirit of service. It is a matter of congratulation that this institution has been doing this kind of work for more than a quarter of a century. When I was asked to become associated with this function, I accepted the honor with great pleasure because I saw in it the possibilities of much greater things to come in the future. Now that we have got our independence, there is a general tendency to throw on the responsibility for all kinds of work of the government. Sometimes even such things as could be done by non-official organizations are sought to thrown on the government. I think non-official organizations, especially those which are run purely on lines of social services, have a place in every country where there is so much to be done. We have a large number of problems. Education and the health of the people need urgent attention. The uplift of the backward classes and their problems are equally important. In these and many other problems, we see evidence of the work that needs to be done. The success of this work depends on a large number of sincere and devoted workers. The social work has its own reward, but it is of a different kind. That reward is the satisfaction which the worker gets by the work he does. To my mind, that is the highest reward that can be given. One feels he has done a good price of work and done it well. It is in that spirit that service has to be rendered in this institution, and I am glad that in this institution there are a number of workers who are devoting themselves to the work in that spirit. I remember to have read somewhere that you have no paid servants here and most of your work is done by workers without any salary. That is as it should be. Of course, there are certain classes of people who have to be paid, but the spirit of service has to be supplied by workers who do not receive any salary and who would regard it as their own work. These workers are really greater servants of the people than paid workers, whether they are in the ministry or in the service or whether they occupy high or humble positions in the society of our country. I attach so much importance to this work, not only because we need this kind of work, but also because it creates in us that spirit which is absolutely necessary for the spirit of our country. There are many problems which we have to tackle, and for this we require many such workers. I hope your institution will grow and prosper, and you will be able to supply more and more devoted workers having the spirit of sacrifice and service to undertake this work that remains to be done. I wish you success. Dear sir, we are glad to receive your letter. It is good on your part to have raised a few points for clarification. Before we enter into any discussion about our newly introduced product and its sale, it is better to discuss every aspect of its, and then only we should take a decision with related to its sale and further commission and other related things. We have added one more item to our production. It is a kind of chair which can be safely used by typists, personal assistants, and other officers of this category. This chair is a product of lot of thinking and research. The chair is so suitable that the person need not unnecessarily bend to do his work. He has to just sit in this comfortable chair which provides all the facilities. It is broad enough to hold a person in it. The sides are so well built. All the necessary requirements are taken into consideration before manufacturing it. Now, this chair is before the public. We are looking forward for reliable agents who can take up the responsibility of finding more and more customers. They should be able to establish contacts with various firms who can draw customers. We are agreeable to your terms and conditions, but you should also take into account our conditions and also suggestions. By mutual consent, we can discuss and arrive at some definite agreement. Thanking you. yours faithfully,